The hit time-traveling drama series Outlander has essentially taken the world by storm, and millions of people around the world can't get enough of it. The show is in such demand that fans have coined the term Droughtlander to describe the depressing period between seasons while they're waiting for new episodes to drop. So stay tuned and don't go away, because we're about to reveal Outlander cast secrets you never knew about. First up, is the character of Claire Fraser actor Caitriona Balfe's first role? You're about to find out. While Caitriona Balfe's portrayal of Claire Fraser gives audiences the impression that Balfe has been acting for decades, this is not the case. In fact, believe it or not, Claire is actually Balfe's first lead role in any film or television project. Many fans are unaware that Balfe was a model prior to taking her shot at acting, and that Outlander is her first major role. Another secret that might surprise you is that author Diana Gabaldon didn't like Sam Heughan. When she was shown a photo of Heughan, Gabaldon wasn't thrilled to learn that he had been cast for the role of the Scottish warrior. Heughan just wasn't what Gabaldon had in mind when she created the character. However, once Gabaldon had an opportunity to watch Heughan transform himself into Jamie Fraser, she was quickly blown away by the actor's raw talent, and soon became just another fan. Another secret that you probably didn't know about has to do with the show's hair and makeup department. Famed celebrity makeup and hair designer Annie McEwen recently revealed that there are more than 300 expensive wigs being kept in the show's collection. According to McEwen, she has never seen that many wigs on a series in her entire career. So, what's the deal with all the wigs? Outlander needs that many wigs because the series jumps from one historical time span to another. And if there's one thing we know about history, it's that back in the day, people wore some pretty wild hairpieces. Next up, was Sam Heughan really one of the first to be cast in the series? Let's take a look. Normally, starring roles take a little while longer to cast than supporting roles, but Heughan was one of the first actors to be cast for the show. Apparently, the producers and developer Ronald D. Moore wanted to take their time casting such a key role. However, once they saw Heughan's audition tape, there was no doubt in their minds that they had the right guy for Jamie Fraser. The producers, along with Moore, decided not to waste any time and immediately started drafting up a contract for Heughan. Another Outlander secret that many fans don't know about has to do with unnatural hair colors. Three of the main leads, Jamie, Claire, and Brianna, have very unique appearances in the series. For the main characters, their hair color and type of hair were specifically designed to add a layer of personality to their character, and it works. But all three of the actors who portray these roles have to go through extensive hair sessions to get their looks right, because none of them naturally look like their characters. In real life, Balfe's hair is straight, and she doesn't have a ton of black curls. Heughan is blonde, and Sophie Skelton is a brunette. So prior to filming, Balfe curls her hair, while Heughan and Skelton dye their hair. Up next, what's the secret behind Jamie's scarred back? Let's have a look. As you can imagine, makeup and prosthetics play a huge role in period dramas, but especially in one such as Outlander. A character like Jamie Fraser, who's been physically damaged by past events and trauma, is bound to have a scar or two. One of Outlander's makeup artists, Wendy Kemp, recently explained that the scars on Heughan's back are created with 2 pieces of silicone mold, which have been used ever since the first season. According to Kemp, the color on the molds is made lighter with each passing season, which indicates to audiences that the scars have faded over time as Jamie ages. Heughan has to be in the makeup chair for nearly 3 hours, and this is why he tends to nap during the process. Another Outlander secret, though, has to do with singing. Scottish actor Richard Rankin, who plays the character Roger Mackenzie in the series, occasionally sings on screen, and apparently Rankin isn't lip-syncing, but actually singing. That's because in real life, Mackenzie is a terrific singer. During the Scottish Festival in Season 4, Rankin is even said to have tested the patience of the cast and crew, as he repeatedly insisted on doing more and more takes of his singing scenes, because he needed to get them absolutely perfect. As we know now, Rankin ultimately achieved his goal, because his singing scenes really are as near to perfect as you could possibly get. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're revealing Outlander cast secrets you never knew about, and you don't want to miss this. Next up, why did it take so long to cast Sophie Skelton? You're about to find out. Sophie Skelton, who plays the character Brianna, or Bree for short, had her first audition way back in 2014, but never got a call back. But when the character made an appearance as Jamie and Claire's grown-up daughter with bright red hair, Skelton was finally cast for the role she had auditioned for years earlier. Another secret that many fans are probably unaware of is the so-called magic line, which made Caitriona Balfe a star. In the original original pilot episode titled Sassenach, Claire calls for help as Jamie slumps over and falls off his horse. She yells, "Stop! Help! He's going over!" The showrunners were so impressed by the way Balfe delivered the line in her audition tape that she was cast for the role, and it was her magic ticket to becoming Claire Fraser. Consequently, it was this line that would ultimately make Balfe a major television star. Another secret that fans are unaware of is that Claire was given a retro, 60s glam look in Season 3. The first few episodes chronicled what took place in Jamie and Claire's lives during their 20 years apart, which meant fans got to see Claire's life with Frank and Brianna, her biological daughter with Jamie. Her style evolved, and they perfectly emulated the 60s retro glam look with her hair and makeup. Her hair was the perfect bouffant that women were sporting at the time, but it was in her makeup where the attention to detail was truly evident. They created a stunning cat-eye 60s look with her eyeliner and kept the rest of her makeup naturally beautiful. Up next, what is the secret of the kilts? Let's find out. In any historical drama, one of the most important things that filmmakers absolutely have to get right is authenticity. For example, if your story is set in the 1600s, it wouldn't make sense for an actor to be wearing an Apple smartwatch, driving a Prius, or holding an M16. Those are examples of some very exaggerated historical inaccuracies that would give a historical drama series a failing grade for authenticity. But some transgressions are more subtle and require a keen eye for detail, so they can be prevented. In Outlander, one such subtle detail is the way in which Scots wear their kilts, specifically going commando underneath, as they are traditionally worn. Actors such as Hewan and Duncan Lacroix both wear their kilts without underwear and have remarked that the experience has been quite liberating, practical, and comfortable. Another behind-the-scenes secret that fans don't know is that the cast of Outlander loves working with animals. The show is known for having a plethora of animals, from beautiful horses to adorable dogs and cats. And some of the cast members, such as Balfe, are well-known animal lovers. Hewan, too, loves animals and revealed that many of the actors have their favorites during filming and that the animals have their own favorite cast members. Hewan said that having all of the animals on set makes for a very positive working environment. Finally, do Claire and Jamie ever age? Of course, Claire and Jamie do age. However, the show has put the brakes on aging the stars too much. When fans first meet Jamie and Claire, they are in their 20s, but in Season 3, there's a 20-year time jump. Realistically speaking, this means that Jamie and Claire would have shown some serious and obvious signs of aging. But Annie McEwen, the head of Outlander's hair and makeup department, purposely decided to scale back Hewan and Balfe's aging process. According to McEwen, this has absolutely nothing to do with vanity or the actors being against it. McEwen said that excess wrinkling and aging would lead to the use of prosthetics that would look unrealistic and even bizarre on screen. Speaking of aging, Claire's stretch marks were cut from the show as well. McEwen's hair and makeup approach, or mantra, to Outlander can best be described with one word: subtlety. You have to squint sometimes to see the differences because they really are that subtle, but if you look closely, they're definitely there. Take for instance the shading on Jamie's face. This was done to age him a bit along with the addition of his glasses. Claire, on the other hand, was given extremely fine lines and a gray streak in her hair. But what about Claire's stretch marks? Claire's stretch marks from childbirth were mentioned in the books, but McEwen decided to cut them all together because they didn't look good on camera. That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching.